Good evening, everybody. It's so lovely to see you. We have the lovely Julie. I don't know where Kelly's left us, but Kelly will be here in a minute. So good evening if you've just come and joined us. We are starting up a feature on once a month, us having messages from the spirit world. And this is about Thundersley offering mediums, experienced fledglings as we call them, an opportunity to expand their skills using a safe place on a digital platform here. So we have Julie here that you may remember we was a bit of a double act last time, and we'll also hopefully have Kelly Chambers, who is also learning to practice her mediumship on a digital platform. And of course we have the lovely Rob looking after us in the background as well. So most of you know who I am, but I will do an introduction to myself, and then I'll send it over to Julie for Julie to do her introduction. So as I said, I'm Claire Pasterfield. You may well have seen me working on Spiritual or Thundersley Spiritualist Church or other spiritualist churches around the Essex area, or even my own page. Spiritual medium, down to earth. What you see is what you get with me. Literally, Julie can assure you that I am virtually no different. And I like to work with spirit in a very chilled out, relaxed way, have a chat with spirit. But like I said, here we got the lovely Kelly's coming as well. Hello, Kelly. Hello, yay, Kelly's got here. And as I said, this is an evening about giving the lovely Julie and Kelly the support and encouragement to develop their mediumship on a digital platform, because a digital platform is completely different to doing one-to-one readings and churches, which our lovely Julie and Kelly are starting to see there is a difference there. So as explained to myself, Kelly, I've just introduced myself. I'm now going to leave it over to Julie. If you'd like to explain yourself, introduce yourself, and then the lovely Kelly, if you feel ready to sort of say, hi, how are you and who you are, that would be amazing. So Julie, over to you. I've just realised I need to get my charger, so I will be back in 2 seconds. Hang on 2 seconds. Go ahead, Julie. You can carry on. You don't need me.
All right. So my name is Julie. I'm a medium and also a card reader. So I've been reading for Thundersley Church and a couple of other centres, and I'm just here tonight to practice my skills with Kelly and the support of Claire. Kelly?
Lovely. Hello, so my name's Kelly. This is my first time doing an online sort of experience with this. So I do card readings and my mediumship as well. But I've only done a couple within the centre, hit a couple of circles with Chris.
Okay, so tonight we're going to be working with Claire and taking it in turns to read for whoever we feel drawn to. And I believe that once Claire gets her charger back, she will start, and then we'll follow her lead.
Oh, look at that. Look at my hair everywhere. I'm so sorry, everybody. It's not normal for me. The daughter's used the laptop and she forgot to put the charger on. Right. So, yes. Sorry. Let me just doubly check. Rob's probably laughing at us. I do apologise. So, yes, as I said, we're here about supporting the lovely Julie and Kelly with their development on a digital platform. I would normally do an opening prayer, but we're not going to do that because I'm going to make sure we have this lovely time for Julie and Kelly, because it's about giving them support. So and Rob's taking a mickey out of us. All I ask for you is, when the lovely Julie and Kelly come to yourselves, please can you make sure that you communicate back with them with yeses, nos, I don't know, or you're welcome to expand it if Julie or Kelly come to you and they're like, I've got this, but I'm not too sure what's going on. This is to enable both Julie and Kelly to start understanding how spirit works with them using symbolism or maybe just words, however they work. And it also allows your loved one communicate with them, and it also helps yourselves to communicate back with Julie. Sometimes you just don't help, especially when we're throwing out loads of information. So if Kelly makes a reference to a red car, I'd ask for you just to come back and say, yeah, it's not a red car, it's X, Y, Z. This is, as I said, an area or an evening to allow Julie and Kelly to grow. I will still be there to offer messages. However, I am here to support the lovely ladies. And I may well dip into that, but this isn't about myself. This is obviously Julie and Kelly. So I'm not even going to do any work just yet because I've had a mad moment. And I'm going to go to Julie and Kelly and see if either of you have picked up anybody comments that you would like to work with. So ladies, I'm going to open it up to yourselves first and see how about either of you feel?
Well, I've got somebody here with me already that came in as we was coming on, so I'd like to just put this one out. So I've got a gentleman here, and I feel this gentleman didn't reach old age. Age-wise, difficult. 30s, possibly in the 30s, so it's a younger age group. I feel this gentleman was fuller. You know, in fact, the wording that's being given to me is kind of chubby. I feel he was a little bit chubby, and that he had lighter colour hair. And with the lighter colour hair, I feel that it was kind of like wavy or curly kind of hair. Yeah, so quite a head of hair I feel that he had. I also feel he had like a little bit of a reddish complexion, so it gives me the feeling that he liked to be outside. I feel like so I'm noticing I'm doing this a lot, so I feel like he was quite expressive with his hands, but I also feel that he would have liked to work with his hands, that he was a bit of a tinkerer, or you know, I feel that he liked to tinker around with like engines or something like that. Can anybody take?
Julie, I can, and the tinkering can also mean tinker as in Irish tinker. Okay. So if it is for me, then I'm just going to say, ask him to, well, you're welcome to work with me, but if anybody else, it makes all perfect sense. And when you said the tinker, I also then thought of Irish tinker, because my granddad was an Irishman as well. But I would ask, is there anybody that's currently watching, whether that makes sense or whether anybody can resonate with what Julie said?
I do feel that this was very much an outdoor type of person.
Yeah.
I feel that he was someone that really liked to sort of like be on the go. He didn't like sitting still long. I feel he would get quite fidgety, you know, that type of kind of personality.
Yeah. If nobody else can take it, then I'll explain how that makes sense to me, Julie. But it looks like nobody can. So I'm going to, it does feel like for myself, my granddad worked outside. He was a builder, hands, and also he had an allotment and he had thick, wiry hair. So the wavy, thick hair for being outside all the time, well, because of the Irish side of it. So that makes sense to me completely. So it seems at the moment nobody else can take him. So I would say, Julie, that makes sense for me, please.
Okay. So I do feel that this man had a connection to someone called Brian.
Not too sure about Brian, but I can hold that, please.
Yeah, so I definitely feel that there was a Brian. So he had a connection with a Brian, whether that was a friend. I just want to say like that someone down the pub.
Right, okay.
When I link with this gentleman, I feel that my breathing is getting faster, and almost like heart fluttering around my chest area. So I'm really being drawn to the chest, and I feel like I really want to kind of pick. I feel like I really want to fill my lungs up. I'm kind of, really struggling to fill up my lungs with my breath.
Yep. So for him, that wasn't how he passed, but that would make sense to me, because when we walked in, I actually saw my granddad as he had passed. So just as a shell of a person. But I know my nan at the time had rung my dad up in a panic because he was like, but it was more to do with the heart. But that breathing sound would make sense with me and resonate with me as well. Although I wouldn't connect to that, but that would make sense.
Okay, but I do feel that obviously Brian is significant to you, isn't it?
Yes. So I've just seen Karen's comments. He said, "Are you sure it's not your Brian card?"
Yes.
And funny enough, Brian, those who may not know, there is a deck called the Brian Says. They're very direct cards, but he looks like a little Irishman. So yes, thank you, Karen.
Yeah, that could be a communication tool from him, couldn't it? Yeah.
Yes. And this is what we talk about, how spirit will use really weird things and why we all have to be open. So thank you, Kane. Yeah, the Brian cards, if you ever go and search out, he's looks like a little Irishman, shall we say. So yes, that would make sense. Thank you, Karen.
So I feel that he's kind of he was quite a sort of go-getter type of person, and I feel like he's trying to impress that energy onto you, keep to push you forward. And I do feel anyway that you are very kind of like busy, and you are a little bit like doing lots of things. You do have a lot of things on the boil, and there's kind of the similarity, but he's like pushing you forward, keep going, keep going, keep going. So I just feel that he's giving you encouragement, and he's letting you know obviously that he's around. But he very much enjoyed, he just keeps giving it to me all the time. Very, very much enjoyed being outside.
Yeah.
I also want to say that I kind of feel like a little bit of an anxiety as well. I'm feeling like a bit of an anxiety in my stomach. Yeah, I'm getting like kind of belly flips. You understand that?
That would connect because he's my dad's, so it's my granddad through my dad, and my poor dad had to go and have his cataracts done today, and he hates it. And there it was, so butterflies, everything. My dad is as tough as nails, but yes, not for me. But instantly as I was picking, and it is my dad. My dad has been. Well, my dad's been really panicky all day, so yes, that would make sense why he's watched his son go through that today. So yes, Julie. Yay! I get excited for you all.
So thank you for letting me work with you, Claire.
You're very welcome, Julie. Thank you. And what is so funny, thank you, is that Kelly, bless her, she also got my granddad as yesterday. So I do think, as you quite said yesterday, Julie, he is giving me a nudges and encouraging me. So thank you, Julie, and thank you to my granddad for starting the show. That would be a typical him, wouldn't it? It would be him. So Kelly, I know we don't have masses of people on, and hopefully more will come through once everybody starts getting used to it, us being on here midway. But Kelly, is there anybody that you're drawn to? Is there anybody that's coming in, or anybody that you're drawn to in the comments?
There is, Claire, but I just want to add something to that as well, because when Julie was talking about tinker or tinkering, I was quite drawn to a cat. I believe you got cats. I'm not too sure of their names, but I was getting the tinkering and like a spring in your step at the moment. So getting back in the swing of doing things, and the sort of, I don't know if one of the cats a bit scatty, but that's the feel I'm getting at the moment. It's quite a bit of a scatty one.
Yes, yes, I was known as Tigger. I still am known as Tigger.
Oh, okay.
So, yes,
just getting a bit more organised again then. I know you like to be organised.
Yeah, and Debs has come back and went, a scatty cat. So yeah, so thank you. And this is what I love as well, because our audience can practice a bit of their mediumship as well, because this is a lovely platform to be able to go. So thank you, Julie. Thank you, Julie, and thank you, Kelly. Right, Kelly, off you go. Go and find somebody. I'm going to be bossy now.
Good. I'm drawn to Vicky Walker. So hopefully she's still on there. Yeah, well, she's still there. Yeah. So I've got a female lady come through. I'm picking up, maybe could be on a nan sort of vibe I'm picking up. She's drawing me into the kitchen, and so cooking was quite important to her, and also a bit of baking. She was a very homely lady, so home was very important, very proud, and she liked it kept a certain way. I'm also being shown that she didn't like things being moved out of place as well, and I feel like somebody liked to move something just to see if she'd notice. I'm not too sure whereabouts in the house, but yeah, someone liked to move a few things around just to see if she'd pick up on it and see if she could work out who it was that moved it. So I feel like that's children or grandchildren that might have done that. Also, I've got knitting. So she was very good with doing some knitting. I feel like grandchildren, and they're showing me pink at the moment, but I feel like there is more than one grandchild. I'm just going to see if she's got any comments, if she can take any of this so far.
So Rob's pulled the comments up, and yes, she can. So Vicky, if you could just expand with your yeses, please. Oh, you got spot on as well, Vicky. So just to let Kelly know, because obviously Kelly's working, she's bringing all that message through, especially when we give 5, 6, 7 pieces of information. And it's not a telling off, obviously, Vicky, it's to everybody.
No.
As these are
just
new
so we know.
Exactly, these are new digital working mediums. So I know Vicky's come back and said spot on, but there, thank you very much, Vicky. She's come back with always knitting. Thank you. It just helps Kelly know where she's picking up her message and how it expands for Kelly. So thank you, Vicky. Thank you for being understanding.
Thank you, Vicky. So I'm also picking up knitting, but not just for family now. She's showing me that she liked to knit for people. So if someone was expecting a baby, she'd be out there knitting and doing bundles for them people as well. Also, I'm not sure, but she's showing me community. So I'm not sure if she was part of a community group where she'd go along with some friends and she'd knit there as well. She'd show me sort of once a week she'd go somewhere. So I feel like it's somewhere that she could go to and get that connection with friends. I feel like maybe towards later part of her life that she didn't always have people around that she could see regularly. So she made her way of going into community. Let's see what else I can get.
So I'm not too sure if you can see it, Kelly, so I'll read your comments for you. It gives me something to do whilst I'm sitting here. It says, Vicky's come back to say, used to knit for newborns at hospital. So yay, well done. Well done.
Yeah, and one of the other things I hadn't got around to saying was that she was very caring. So looking out for people and always being there for everyone was important to her. And you could just turn up to a house and just go in, have a cup of tea and a good chat, and you'd leave feeling a lot better and that weight off your shoulders as well. Yeah, I can't get anything else at the moment. Hold on a minute.
Well, you've got lots of support going on there, Kelly. You've got lots of people. You've got lots of people saying, well done. And Vicky's come back and said, yes, always better over a cuppa.
Cuppa, yeah. Can anyone else get anything else there, Claire? No.
For me, I picked up the NHS part. All of a sudden, Vicky's rainbow came out really, really bouncy. So for me, one benefit out of COVID is the rainbows now always means NHS for me. So I picked up there. Okay, the lady's also telling me that October is a significant month for you, Vicky. Birthday, passing, anniversary. What other months? I always do everything in free, so we'll keep going. April is a significant month as well for you, Vicky. And what other month do you want to give me, darling? September. So these would be significant names. and I've got I've not had that name for ages. I've got a Richard to pass over to Vicky. So Vicky, what I always say, I was going to say I'm on it like a car bonnet. I'm either on point with names or they'll make sense later down the line. But I know I want to give you a Richard. There is a Margaret, but more a Maggie. I'm giving you another name. And then June, if June's not the month as a significant month, June or Joan would be a name for you, Vicky. You don't need to worry about me. You get it all thrown at me. But a super, oh, brilliant. Thank you very much. And a super well done to the, she's left us. She's gone. Kelly's done one and she's done a runner. Kelly, you got to come back. You've got to come back. Bless you. You look like you've done a runner. It's like, I've done one and I've gone.
Did I freeze?
Oh, brilliant. And there we go for me. So thank you so much, Vicky. June is my birthday. Nan was Joan. Yay! And I get a clap because I just feel pleased. So you'll see I do get excited. So if you have just come on and you're thinking, oh my days, what is going on here? The lovely Thundersley Christian Spiritualist Church has or wants now to offer mediums, both current working mediums, new mediums, experienced mediums, an opportunity to have a safe place to practice their mediumship on a digital platform. And I have had the honour for them to ask me to kind of host it and support the mediums through with it. So this evening we have the lovely Julie and we have the lovely Kelly, who are mediums, who are working mediums, but want to build up their skills and their capabilities online, because online is completely different to face to face. And I can see Frank from the church has said, well done, Kelly, and so did Donna as well. So we've got the congregation here. So because it is a slightly different type of event or a show, I don't like calling it a show, it's just a catch up with ladies. I feel like we're kind of the loose women of the spirit world at this precise moment, ladies.
Why not?
Exactly. What I am asking is if Julie or Kelly come to yourself to work with you, or they bring somebody else and you can resonate with it, please just keep commenting back with, yes, that makes sense, or make reference to what Kelly's spoken about, or the months and the dates, because it just allows both Julie and Kelly to figure out how their mediumship is working, because it is a completely different setup online to it is on face-to-face. But I am going to do somebody as well. I can't be sitting here just being the hostess for the mostess. I have okay. And as I was saying that, then I've got a lady walk coming straight through for me, and she's told me I've got to go and talk to Rebecca. And as I was saying, the hostess with the mostess, Rebecca, all of a sudden I've got the like a tea trolley with me, but I've got either you've had conversations about wanting afternoon tea, it is a lady, or whether you would remember going round and having this lady and going round for like tea and cakes. Yes, Rebecca Waits, my darling. Yates, we're talking to you. So yes, Rebecca. But I want to call you Becky, if that's okay, because I'm being told that Rebecca's far too formal. So she's just, as I was saying it, all of a sudden I like a hostess, and then I had the trolley come through, but I can see like the Mr. Kipling cakes, the angel slice cakes. I can see like the little dinky tea cakes that you would have. So this lady's coming in straight in with that as a memory link. So Becky, I'd like to come and work with you. You didn't even have a chance really to say, no, it's not okay for me to work with you. But Becky, I'd like to come and work with you. Becky Yates or Rebecca Yates. She tells me that August is significant. It's a birthday party anniversary. She tells me November is significant, a birthday party anniversary, and February for you is significant. Saturday, been booking for Mum's birthday. Brilliant. So this lovely lady, Nan, is fully on board with this whole afternoon tea for you, Becky. She's like totally like, yep. Let's do this. So and brilliant, you can take all the months as well. Sorry, I do work really, really fast. I was known as Speedy Claire once, so I do apologise. I do try to slow down, but I'll just allow it all to come through. She's talking to me about somebody around you that frustrates the living daylights out of you because they sometimes a bit too overly organised. She's telling me, and she makes her chuckle. So either you're the overly organised person that likes everything just so and doesn't really like change, or there's somebody around you that you're getting frustrated with that they're not being spontaneous is what she just said. Use the word spontaneous. So she's recognizing that either you or somebody around you it's me. Okay. It's not that you can't be spontaneous. It's just like she said, you like a lot of certainties and guarantees before you jump feet first. But she's chuckling. She says, because she tells me the past 18 months, it's been needed, is what she tells me. So she's saying it's okay now to let go of the reins a little bit and just go with the flow a little bit more. But she just makes me feel like the last 18 odd months, it's just been more of a necessity. And she's like, do you know what? It's okay to let go of the reins. Now, I know you said about you're the one that likes my sperm, like all the organised, but she just says it's okay to let go of the reins. Your nan likes cakes because she's just given me jam roly-poly. So now I want to have a jam roly-poly. So they always work with food with me, ladies. I don't know why, but they always use food with me. She wants to give me jam roly-polies. So it's just a memory link. What else is going on with you? I've got to give you roses that are significant. She tells me rose. So either the name Rose or Rosemary would be significant, or roses are significant to her because she's told me roses are important. Be helpful to say sometimes elaborate a little bit more, but she's telling me roses are significant for yourself, Becky. Anything else? Give me some names. We haven't done that. Ah, okay. Thank you very much. I know I've got to give you a name starts with F, like Frank. Yeah, it sounds more like Frank than Francis, but I've got a Frank. Okay. Give me another name that I can take. Okay, and Rebecca can take, right. Give me a couple more other names. Sorry, I'll talk whilst I'm doing it at the same time. It's easier with me. Give me another name. There's an S name for you, like a Sophie, Sarah. Oh, you can take the Frank as well. Phew. A Sophie or a Sarah. So there's a S name. But the S name also means a boy's name because she's just given me Stephen. So it's either like a Stephen or a Stephanie, but there's definitely an S name, both male and female. Sometimes when I get the Stephens, they can be Stephanies because obviously a double-barreled name. She's just asking you, she just popped in really to say hello, be nosy, as they normally do, and get an opportunity to say hello to you. But she's just asking you just to... Okay, thank you. She's just asking you just to take your foot off the accelerator and not try and control every minute moment. She wants you to just go, I can't say that, love. That's a swear word. She just wants you to go, oh, do you know what? I'm going to do it. There is loads of swear words that go with that. Yeah, but we're on a public forum and we have to behave ourselves. But it's like, do you know what? Tough. I'm going to go and have some fun. That's not the word I'm getting. It starts with S and it's got it in the end. And this is what the lovely lady is saying. It's got to that point now where you really just have to go, do you know what? Tough. I'm going to have a break and I'm going to get a bit of a break for myself. So I am going to close her connection down because I just want to say that naughty word and I'm not allowed to. But before I do close that connection down, I'm going to ask Julie and Kelly, as another way to practice your online mediumship, have either of you picked up anything for the lovely Rebecca, or are we completely now ready to close that connection down? So ladies, can you pick anything up?
Well, I was actually drawn to her.
We like that.
This has kind of thrown me a little bit now. But I wasn't 100% sure, but I was feeling drawn because I've still got the lady here, and you know, I feel this lady sort of reached quite a good age, but I feel that she was smaller and that she had like darker coloured hair, so she used to colour her hair and it was shorter. Maybe a little bit kind of curly, and I feel that this lady would have still wore a little bit of makeup and that she liked to wear her gold. So I don't know if you can connect with that, Rebecca, because I've got this lady around me.
She likes to know things, doesn't she? She's a bit of a bopper. So whilst we're waiting for the lovely Becky to say whether she can take that, I'm going to go to Kelly and see whether the ladies come to visit you as well. If she hasn't, that's fine. She's just
I did
sharing
get
the
a
love.
couple of things just to add in. She gave me Battenberg, so that cake with the 4 different
Yeah,
colours. So that,
yeah.
and the name Tiffany. She gave me that name as well.
Oh. So Becky does we're doing really well. Oh, there we go. Becky, so sounds Becky's come back, sounds like my mum's auntie. So if as I've connected with Nan, that would make the sense there as well. So yeah, Julie, you've got the connection there. And we just now to see, Becky, whether the
Just a
cake
couple of
goes,
things.
isn't it? That's all right. We do have Debs also says that she can take all of she can't take all this talk of cake, bless her. So she's like, well, we always end up talking about cake. Okay. Right. So we'll let the lovely ladies take a step back. So conscious, obviously, we're starting now to get people coming in and viewing. So I'm going to stop talking, which is quite rare, really, and then go over to yourselves. Julie, Kelly, I'm going to leave it to either of you two. Have either of you got somebody? I know I've kind of pinched Julie's person. Okay, then Kelly, go for it then.
So I'd like to pick Linda. Is it Hopkins? So I've got a gentleman, and it possibly could be uncle. The first thing it's come through with is a pathway. So it's something about to do with a front garden and a pathway, and saying the garden had to always be very neat, like all the edges were trimmed up really nicely, nothing was out of place. He's also showing me the lawn. There couldn't be one little weed in that garden. Like, it had to be perfect all the time. So very proud of his garden. And he's also showing me that he'd be up very early and he'd be straight out in the garden, first thing he'd do. A cup of coffee was important to him as well, he's showing. So a black coffee. He's also saying that he was a man's man, so he loved to fix things around the house, and woodwork be very important, which is drawing me to a kitchen. So I'm not sure if he could have been a trade that he would do, woodworks. Is it carpenter, would you call it?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah, so kitchens or like a trade type of job is what he's showing me.
Could that be present day? Could Linda does it feel past, or does it, so I'm just helping Kelly expand. I'm going to be a meanie tonight. Okay. Does that feel present, or does that feel past? Does it feel like it's, because obviously we've got carpentry as well. Linda said maybe my father-in-law, just to get your, I'm pulling on it.
Yeah, I feel the kitchen, the carpentry is something that's going on now. So if someone's around her that's having it done, or someone that does that as a job, I can't pick up who though, but yeah, it's something that's going on now. But the beginning part of the information, I take that as the person in spirit. I said father-in-law, wasn't it? So
yeah. So whilst you're linking in and just reconnecting, because we've had that little mini break, Linda, would that make sense to you regarding the carpentry, regarding this gentleman also being very handy with his skills? Because as Kelly said, there we go. Thank you very much. There is a bit of a delay. We've got Linda saying my ex-husband was good at carpentry. So you've got your carpentry, and obviously, as you said, Kelly, there is a possibility that somebody around Linda is talking about kitchen. So if that doesn't make sense to you, Linda, what I always say is hold on to it, because you might find there's a conversation coming round. So continue, carry on, as I should say, and keep quiet.
I'm just gone a bit quiet at the moment, so bear with me a minute while I see if I can get something else from him. No, I can't pick anything else up at the moment, Claire.
Okay then. Julie, are you able, is there any connection you've got with Linda?
No, I can't connect with Linda because I've just been taking some notes because I've got somebody else coming in for me.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave. I do that all the time anyway, Julie. So don't worry about it. I'll leave you with your person. Okay, Kelly. So just a little bit. Go back to the lovely Linda's person and ask him to come and step forward a bit closer, and maybe ask him to give you something specific that's going on now. So what is that the message? What is there anything there that you can pass over to the lovely Linda? Because obviously we've done our evidential bit, so we're just now looking to see it. So just boss them about a little bit and say, "Oh, wait, come back."
All the thing he's trying to say to me at the moment is that things have been very busy lately. There's a lot of things that are going through her mind, and it's just trying to be organised and put it down, maybe jotting it down on paper. There's a lot of things that you want to be doing, especially around the house, and just trying to pick one thing at a time. It's making my head go a bit too much going on at once, if that makes sense. I can't really make sense. What's wrong with that in a minute? Too much going on up here.
And that's sometimes what happens. You will be picking up, and how I would do exactly as you've just done there, Kelly, explain how it makes you feel, and then that sometimes can release it as well. And Linda has come back, so your message is there. Yes, it has been busy and have been looking at a list of things to be done. So there you have your message, and it matches. Well done, Kelly. I just pass over the name Patricia or Patrick to you, Linda. As I was connecting, I just got shouted at Patrick, but Pat was the name I got. So either Patricia or Patrick. I'm not going to link in too much for you, lovely Linda, because obviously the lovely Kelly has given you your message, and I'm conscious that Julie's work got somebody and she's working with it. But I know I've just got to give you the name Pat, so Patrick or Patricia. But if Kelly's happy to, I will close your connect or ask for the connection to close down and move over to Julie if Julie's ready. But well done, Kelly, you've done it. Right, Julie, over to yourself.
Okay, so I'm just going to put this out. I've got a gentleman that is with me. This man, he was, I feel like he was sort of quite a big man, not necessarily in height, but he was overall sort of quite a big roundish kind of feeling I'm getting now. When he's showing himself to me, I'm seeing like a white shirt and trousers, and some kind of boots. And I feel also that this man used to like to polish his shoes or his boots. Also that he used like a brill cream, so he had like a parting in hair sort of going over to the side. I want to say round about, I'm not good with ages, 60s, 70s kind of age. I'm picking up this man was also a smoker, okay, but later on he had issues with his lungs, and he's also giving me the impression, I'm not sure if it's for him or someone around that had a leg ulcer. Can anybody take the link?
So at the moment we've got no comments. Oh, hang on. Pamela said, Pamela Great Rose, I always worry about saying your lovely names, has said my dad wore brill cream and had a lung cancer.
Okay.
And was
okay, so around about 70. Okay. So Pamela, is it okay if I work with you?
She said yes already, so you might as well keep going anyway, Julie. They've said yes by commenting.
Okay. Okay. So let me just make sure I've got it all here. I also feel that this man that he did like to have a drink. And again, I feel like he used to like to be outdoors as well. I feel like it was important for him to be outside. He liked to be in the open. And that he had like a shed, and either he grew things in the garden like vegetables, or he had his own kind of allotment or something, because I do see that him tending, that he liked to be outside. So with the shirt and the trousers, it's not like what you call like posh frock. It's just everyday wear that he would have worn even to do the garden. Does that make sense? Can you take that, Pamela? Okay, lovely. Okay, so we had a shed and grew things. That's great. He's also given me a couple of names, so it could be relevant to people that are around, that was around him, or that are around you now, or within your family. But I'm very clearly, and I've been given these 3 or 4 times because I don't like to mention names, but I've been given these so clearly. Ron, Dole, and another name that was given to me is Terry. So if you can't take them, please hold on to them, because I do know that they are relevant around this link for sure. I feel this man, when he shows himself to me, he seems like that he's deep in thought, and he's making me sigh. So I feel, you know, the Ron. Okay, lovely. Thank you for confirming. As I say, I feel like he's in deep thought, and he's making me sigh. So I don't know if that is an expression of who he was, or how you are feeling now. It was quiet, man. Yeah. Okay. I do feel, you know, like a deep thinker, quite a deep person. You know, a lot stirring below the surface. I do feel that there is like a message in there from him for you, you know, to think things through. Sometimes when we go within and we think things through by ourselves, the answer becomes apparent, if that makes sense to you. Can you take that, Pamela? Okay, thanks, Pamela. Yeah, when he shows himself to me, he's just kind of like sitting and observing, you know, and just sort of like relaxing. I can almost imagine that he's dug out a bed of dirt or whatever he's done, and he's just sitting there, and he's just sort of like relaxing, and he's just observing his surroundings. And again, I feel that that could be symbolic for you of what he's showing me.
There you go.
That's what he did, very observant. Okay, that's great. Thank you for confirming. I'm not really picking up too much more than that, Claire. Have you got a link at all?
No, I haven't got a link. The only thing he's come, I say that, then they go, do you really? And the only thing he says is, he makes me feel like either yourself or he was somebody that was very, very cautious in who they confided in. So it's just being aware that you don't get too trapped in your thoughts, and that you're not getting too confined, like confined. I can't put it. Give me the teeth. He must have had troubles talking as well, because I'm struggling with talking, and when that happens, generally. But yeah, he's just saying about making sure you're not like completely in your own head, and make sure that you confide in the people that are important. I'm not going to go any further than that. I'm not going to, you've given the names as well, so I'm not going to worry about that. And months, hey ho. I'm going to come over to Kelly. Kelly, did you pick up anything, or have you got your own person?
I just want to add in, I've got the month of August.
She's getting months and names now. Oh, brilliant. And the teeth for me. Thank you, Pamela, because I still need that reassurance. Pam said he never wore his teeth. That's what I wanted to put my teeth in, as they say. So that's absolutely amazing. So Julie's left us. Kelly's left us again. She's like, no, I don't want to talk to any more people. But a massive well done, Julie. And thank you, Pamela, for feeding back as well, because that really does help. Now, I'm conscious that some of you have jumped on, and Kelly's done a runner again. She's back again. That girl's in and out like a yo-yo.
Oh, hello.
You're in and out like a yo-yo. Excellent. And Pam, you got the name. So, Kelly, is there anything that you picked up, or you've got somebody completely independent?
Well, I was picking up a man and lady, and funny enough, it's the same person you've been reading for. So the man stepped forward for you, and I've got the lady. So they're coming together. So I just like to go through what she's given me. So I've got a strong female come through, and she's showing me her nails, drawn me to my nails, nice and long, like to have them painted as well. And she's showing me as her hair, she's got nice dark hair and showing like a big sort of bouncy blow dry. Also, I feel hairdressing was important. So either she loved being down at the hairdressers and having a good chin wag, that's what she's saying, or she was a hairdresser. She's also showing me with lots of gold jewellery on, and she's showing herself as being in retirement age, so sort of in her 60s. And the weekends was always quite important, Saturday nights going out dancing, and bands. So it had to be somewhere that was a band playing, and they'd always be up dancing. So it was always very lively and outgoing. Now, I did pick up some of the message that you were saying about the anxiety and all up in the head and worry, because I've got that sort of anxiety, that real tight feeling in my chest and tummy, and that big butterfly feeling. So the message that comes through is just staying strong, talking, so finding someone you can talk to, and friends. So there's someone around you can confide in, is what they're saying, and just making sure that you do talk about it, because keeping it all bottled up is just not helping you. And then I've also got anniversary. So there's an anniversary or a celebration coming up, and they've also drawn me to a baby. So I don't know if anyone is around you expecting a little one, but there's a big celebration coming through. Yeah, that's what I've got.
And I know you're on a different I know like Julie and I are using laptops, and I know you're on your phone, so I don't know if you can see the comments, but the lovely Pamela okay, so Pamela come back and said, I used to do her hair, she loved her jewellery, and she was dancer in her younger days. So yay! And grandson is on the 21st of July, and she's going to look out for the baby. So we will see what happens there. So excellent. Well done, both of you. So I know some of the people are starting to jump on. Hello, everybody that's just come on. This is going to be our monthly show, and I always put in inverted commas because it always feels a bit weird saying the word show, where we as Thundersley offer an opportunity for mediums to practice their mediumship on a digital platform. Digital mediumship is completely different, or has a completely different feel to when you're working on one-to-one readings face-to-face, or when you're working on platform on a face-to-face. So the lovely Thundersley has given their time and space here to enable the mediums here, as we've got lovely Julie and Kelly, who are working mediums, practice and see how their mediumship works in a different style and format, and also help get over them fears of doing it and having to do reading comments and mediumship and do this and do that. And I have had the honour that Thundersley have asked me to, I think they're bonkers along with other people, but Thundersley have asked me to co-host with my co-boss Rob to help and support the mediums here. So this is what this is going to be about, and Rob and I have put this in a diary. This is going to be once a month on the first Wednesday of every month. and we'll hopefully be more mediums as well. So because this is a practice forum, shall we say, to allow our lovely mediums to develop and learn, I just simply ask that if you are being read for, please help our lovely mediums with the commenting back, saying, yes, that makes sense. No, I haven't got a clue. You're welcome to say no, because it enables and allows our lovely mediums to learn and also have that chance to go back and go, what on earth are you going on about? You know me, I normally will say it out loud. They're saying it in their head. So enabling them to come back will give them that chance. I'm conscious of time, so I'm not going to do any more talking, but I like to lay the layout of the evening throughout the evening to allow the other mediums. I'm not going to do any more talking, because I want to give the space for Julie and Kelly and say, Julie or Kelly, do you have anybody that's walked in the door, as I say, that wants to pass on messages, or anybody that you're drawn to? You can say no as well. You know, that's all right to say no.
When you was talking, I kept being given the impression, I don't know if you can pick up on this as well, Kelly, but I kept given the impression of like a Rottweiler type dog.
Oh. Don't ask me about dogs. Everything is morbid and large.
Like a bit of a black and tan type dog, quite a sort of a biggish dog. I might have got the make wrong, but that kind of look. And I feel that there's a female energy standing with the dog of a lady who is older. Again, I'm so ages. Sort of blondish hair. I'm getting like longish sort of bobbed, sort of probably about there kind of hair. She's gone. You
scared her again. We keep scaring Kelly. She keeps leaving us. So keep on going, Julie.
60s, 70s, this lady, and I feel this lady had a connection with the dog. Can anybody take that connection?
She's come back again.
I'm back again.
That is spirit. That is spirit. That is spirit. They like to completely and utterly ruin our digital Wi-Fi. It is spirit. Okay. Do you know where I want to go, Julie? I want to go to MJC Cambo, but I don't know whether that's just because I've got somebody here, or whether that's the dog. I don't know. I'm going to step back for 2 seconds and ask my person, but I don't know whether that's where I want to go. Matt, thank you, Matt. But I don't know whether Julie, Kelly, whether that's drawn you there. Is the dog going to Matt, or is the dog staying with a lady and doing a runner? The make the dog. So Kelly, can you pick up anything to do with the dog and the lady?
All I was getting is when you were talking about, I could see blonde sort of curls hair, and I can see the dog and the lady standing together.
Right. So Matt, does that make sense to you? A lady with a dog. We're not going to. Julie said Rottweiler. You said Rottweiler, didn't you?
Yeah, it's like a black and tan sort of dog, but not a small dog. Okay. I'm not good with the.
Neither am I. That's why I stick to small, medium, and big. That's why they're all Westies. So, Matt, would that make sense to you with a lady the lady in spirit? If not, I can take the big dog. See, I knew I was going into Matt. I've got a lady as well, and she's making me play with my hair. You know what I'm like with my things, but I am going to stay quiet. I just knew I wanted to go there. So a big black poodle. So that's a big dog. So Julie and Kelly, if you're happy to work with Matt, because that's where I was going, and I'm going to shut up because I've kind of thrown you both into it, but I'll let you see if that works or not.
All I'm picking up at the moment is like maybe a mother link. I don't know if you're picking anything up, Julie, as well. I think we might be doing a bit of a shared one here.
Well, I just feel that, I've noticed that I'm doing this, okay? And to me, that's symbolic of someone who is quite religious. I feel religion would have been important to that person. Can you take that?
I'll let Matt answer. My nan. He's come back and said, my nan.
Okay.
Can he take whether this lady was someone that was more like a mother? I can't think of how to pronounce.
Motherly energy, a motherly.
That cared more for him. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, that sort of link at the moment. So someone that was more around. So I don't know if Mum was around, but I'm just getting Nan was around more then, because that's how it's coming through to me. And if you can take staying with Nan as well. So whether this was just weekends or living with Nan.
Matt's just said, yes, my nan was like my mum. She was my world and her world. So yes.
Okay.
This lady
wants to just feel like she's just popped in. Yeah. Does she?
Yeah, she's making.
You were drawn to her first.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Showing me like a white bird, like a white dove.
So Matt's come back. Yes, I used to stay at Nan's a lot, and she stayed with me when she got ill.
Yeah. So she's showing me. She's showing me this bird, and it's like a white dove. It's solitary on its own. Can you take that?
Saying she was Catholic here and a teacher.
Yeah, so Alan's coming in. So Alan is another medium that works in
Alan, sorry, yeah.
That's fine. So yes. Matt, would it make sense that your lovely Nan, because she is not stopping me playing my hair and I keep moving, would you understand, Matt, or would it take you a memory where she would have tousled your hair or pulled at your hair when it needed trimming, unless you need to go to and get a hairdresser, get your hair cut now, because she is very much making herself known with me, with making me play with my hair. Now, if that doesn't sit with you, Matt, then that may well sit with Lisa Barlow, because Lisa said she was able to take the first part as well. And I do feel with this lady, I know, yes, I can take the hair. So yeah, we are with her. What I would also say with her, Matt, is I know the lovely Alan said about teacher. She makes me feel that she was very much had an influence on your education and teaching. But in a spiritual sense here, I feel like she's coming in to get Julie and Kelly to work differently on how it works. So she feels like she's teaching to me, is how she makes me feel.
Teaching us.
Yeah, exactly. So the hair makes sense, but there is this kind of, she had an influence on your education, but I do feel like she is trying to help and guide the ladies here with slightly different ways of working. That's that bit there. I'm going to let Matt answer the bit, because it's always got a bit of a delay, the comment bits, and I'm just going to let Julie and Kelly, you continue to see if there's extra bits to come through. Just ask her to step forward and say, please help me. You're here to help. Can we have a bit more, please?
She was showing me a memory. I don't know if it's the same memory, but she's showing me like an aviary, and it's those of little birds. So I don't know if it's my memory or not, but she's telling me lots of little birds in the garden. And I'm being shown sort of lots of little yellow birds. I think they're canaries and budgies. So I know you were saying dove, but that's what she's showing to me at the moment.
Yep.
Have you got anything else, Julie?
And she has comment, Kelly, because I'm conscious of the comments. Matt's come back and we're ready. Girls, you two are amazing, you two are. She's come back and said, Matt's come back and said, yes, I can take the teaching. Annie can take the birds. She worked at a school, but she was a wise woman, always pronounces my T's. I should be in trouble with me then, Matt, so with my T's. No, us Essex girls here. So, yes, and Matt said she can. So she is teaching you, but you were both picking it up as well. Right. I'm just being comment girl here. Right, carry on, ladies.
Mm.
Mm. She's drawing me to shoes at the moment and trainers. So I don't know if someone needs a new pair of shoes, but she's drawing me to that at the minute. So being well worn, so someone likes walking is what I've been shown.
Okay. So
I'm just going to give what I'm, you know, I've just been given an impression of like a headscarf. So I don't know if she liked to wear headscarves, but not like in the traditional way. I feel like she's wearing like a headscarf or some kind of band where she would tie her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Does that?
Right.
Can you
I've
take?
got that little V at the back.
Yeah.
God, you two work well together. You've got your good links in. So whilst Matt comes back with that one, because we said there is a bit of a time delay, ladies, go and ask Nan. I'm being bossy because it's the last one for the evening anyway. Go and ask Nan what's the message for the lovely Matt. And whilst you're doing that and asking that, but it comes back, yes, I love my trainers, and she loved the shoes and always had a headscarf. So you've both got that right. So now time for our little message.
My message coming through is, the message I'm getting through at the moment, she's very proud of you and she's been around you a lot lately. And I feel that the connection coming through is she's trying to say that she's been showing you signs that she's been around you. I'm not sure if you talked to her, but she's just letting you know she's there.
Excellent.
I feel that the message coming through, following on from what Kelly has said, I feel like in a way she's sort of saying, stop doing your own head in. Hold your head up high, hold your head up high and move forward with courage. I'm also aware of like a bit of an activation in my throat chakra. So I feel like it's speak up, speak up, speak your truth, voice your thoughts, what's right for you. If you voice what you want to say, and somebody doesn't like it, it just means they're not going to like you. That's it, doesn't it?
Don't hold back, number.
Yeah, exactly. Don't hold back. That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks, Kelly.
Excellent. And Matt's come back. I'm going to put my light on now because it's coming to the end. And now start looking more angelic and look more alive. And Matt's come back and said, yes, I can take all these. Thank you. So we have now come to the ending, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm Julie and Kelly. Like, thank God for that now. Thank you so much to everybody that's come on, supported lovely Julie and Kelly. Now, ladies, I also know that yourselves, as I said, are working mediums. I know that you both have pages or groups. Would you like to share so these lovely ladies and gentlemen can come and find you and support you like they do with myself with my own page? So, Julie, I know you have a page. Julie, would you like to let them know where they can find you for some extra bit of learning or mediumship?
Okay, so my page is the Red Robin, and when I do online lives, I have the Red Robin reading room. So it'd be lovely if you would come and like my page. Excellent.
And lovely Kelly?
Yes, so my page is Butterfly Kisses, and if you come on, I will be hopefully doing more things like this as well, and putting some more cards. And I post, hopefully not every day, but some days I'll post up cards for you to read as well.
There you go. And if you don't know me, come and find me. I'm going to do the same because you look like it. So if you want to come and find me, come and find me as Heavenly Sprinkles. You just see this ugly mug going, but you can come and find me. If not, you come and find me on here. Oh, Rob, well done, Rob. So we just need to find Kelly's Butterfly Kisses. If Rob can't find it, Kelly, please make sure you put it in the comments on the live.
Yeah, I can ask it.
So thank you very much. So a massive thank you to everybody for supporting Kelly and Julie. Like I said, these are going to happen on a monthly basis with me, just kind of coaxing, bossing, supporting, and generally just telling them what to do. No, not really, to give them. And a massive well done to Julie and Kelly for all your mediumship. I know, Kelly, that you was very, very worried, but you've done amazingly well. And Julie, I know you are starting to do the spiritual churches and centres, so a massive well done. So I want to do a massive whoop whoop yay to Julie and Kelly for everything you've done. I hope it wasn't that scary for you.
Can I just say a big thank you for the people that have come on to support us, especially Karen and Alan. And I also noticed, oh my God, her name's gone out of my mind now. I was going to say
Lisa's on.
Lisa, yes, Lisa. Yeah, thank you.
And the lovely Alan's on as well.
And Alan,
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, like I said, you will see us. Where are we? We're in July, so you'll definitely see us the first Wednesday of July. And I will be around. Julie may be here. Kelly may be here. We have got some more mediums that would like to practice, so you never know who you're going to see. But these lovely ladies will. They're coming back. They'll come back at some point. I know that, to allow them to grow. And it's a massive thank you and a goodbye to everybody else. So we're all going to say goodbye now to you all and say thank you very much. And I say take care and look after yourselves. Bye.
Bye.